Welcome to Made in India. My name is Lee, and with me this morning is Rashmi Atawa. Rashmi, good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, good morning. I'm doing well. How are you, Lee?
Always nice to talk to you once again. I'm
Yeah,
feeling
thank
better, a
you.
little bit under the weather, but it's okay. I think this common cold is going around right now. But
Yeah, just recovering from one. So,
you know exactly what I'm going through then.
yeah,
So the idea for Made in India is that we're talking to the brands and the businesses that have, grown from this country and have made this country what it is. The innovation, the technology, and Indo-American Hybrid Seeds has been around for the past almost 40, 50 years right now, right?
yeah.
You started 65 by your dad. Talk to me more about what the vision was when it started and how the vision has changed over the couple of years, Rashmi.
So my dad started this business in 1965 and was joined by other professionals in horticulture, people that shared the vision of bringing quality planting material and especially seeds for
Mm,
the farmers all around India. So my brother and I currently run the business, my older brother and I.
mhm.
So the whole thing is just we've grown on that same premise of providing quality planting material. We've gone ahead to work with farmers at different levels, maybe producing seeds or uh, growing seeds which have been researched within the Indian agroclimatic zones suitable for Indian weather, as well as we have a nursery um, business which is plants, which is now probably one of the highest recall brands for plants is Indo-American Hybrid Seeds. So we do both plants for landscapers as well as plants for homes,
Mm.
and that was his vision to make horticulture and home gardening all come under one umbrella, which was, of course, a very novel idea back in the
Mm.
60s.
Yeah, yeah. So, when you also are helping out with the flower show in Lal Bagh as well. You do so much. When we spoke to the different customers, California Burrito, so many of them came under, and I was so surprised actually. I was like, oh my God, like Indo-American helps out with so many different brands and other things that are in the city and in the country as well. Talking about the name Indo-American Hybrid Seeds, right? When the name started, was there like some contradiction? Were people accepting of the brand because it says Indo, but also has the American part of it, right?
Okay.
What is that like?
So the first company my dad started exporting seeds to
Hmm.
from Indo-American Hybrid Seeds was called Pan American Seed. So
Okay.
the name kind of became Indo-American Hybrid Seed. So that kind of just carried along over the years, and then it was a little too late to change it. Because we started off exporting seeds and then got into early 70s, got into the Indian market.
Hmm.
So that's how the
The
Indo-American
name,
hybrid seeds came. Yeah,
right? But the reception of it was, I'm sure, great, right? No one really, batted an eye against it, right?
yeah. We didn't have too many issues over the years.
Right, right. Now coming back to the story of the brand, now how has it grown since 65 and to compare it today? Two different things are
Mhm.
happening, I'm sure, right? Like you guys have taken it much more on a bigger scale as well. Talk to me more about
Yeah,
that. Being an Indian brand.
yeah. So we're basically a hybrid seed business, and of course we have the nursery business too.
Hmm.
We started off with the tomatoes, capsicums uh, earlier on. That's in the
Hmm.
early 70s, and then grew the business into various other crops like
Hmm.
chilies, cauliflowers, okras, a lot of different crops, all, of course, grown for the Indian agroclimatic zones. And there are different climate zones throughout India. So we
Hmm.
researched a lot of these products within India so that we could sell it to the farmers. So we started with just a couple of products. Then we were basically also in a floriculture business. So
Hmm.
we did a lot of in the 70s and the 80s, a lot of cut flowers, and that we exited that business in the 90s,
Hmm.
and stayed with the main
The
business
main, right.
of vegetable seeds and the nursery business. But
Hmm.
within that, we had so many different things we transitioned through, which is of course a great learning. for the company. And we also worked a lot with farmers with marginal farmers.
Right.
And we still continue to do that till this day.
Lovely.
Where we
Lovely.
work a lot with farmers out of southern India and now parts of northern India. And it's a great pride for the family and the company to be working with farmers across India. And we've also, my brother and I run the business, so we've expanded some of the business outside India too, into different parts of Africa and to the Middle East. So that's it's been a great learning where you started off with just a handful of products, and now we have a whole basket of products spanning across all the vegetables, both Indian vegetables as well as commonly grown things like even coriander. So you'd be surprised at how much of coriander is actually grown from seed. Yeah.
Lovely.
And we also do paddy, rice for paddy. And,
oh, super.
So a lot of the research is done in-house for all these products. Yeah.
Lovely. And you mentioned tomatoes. I'm pretty sure right now there's a huge demand going on. You guys are minting money with tomatoes at the moment.
Yeah, we do tomatoes, onions. So how that goes, right? Between tomatoes and onions. So it's like a demand and supply thing. Yeah.
Everyone should basically come to Indo-American and buy tomatoes right now, because I think you're the one who has it in the city. My last question, Rashmi, would be any hiccups along the way? Like, I'm pretty sure that you've been facing challenges throughout, the entire journey from your dad's time, from you when you took over as well, your brother. Just talk to me about one such hiccup that you remember, that how you overcame that particular challenge.
So yeah, we've been through like all businesses, different businesses transitioning. Like I told you, we were in the cut flower business for a long time, and but with a lot of the way how cut flowers moved, and we couldn't export back in the day, and we had a high volume of cut flowers, and cut flowers has a very short shelf life. So within there were no cold chains and stuff like that in like the 80s, right? In India, even generators and all were very expensive. So early 90s, we decided to exit that business. That was probably painful for a lot of the previous generation to kind of give up something they put up together. But that was one of the things where, we said, okay, let's exit this because it's not working out for the company. But we overcame that and moved into the nursery business. Expanded the nursery business a lot bigger, into a lot larger business. And then over COVID, that kind of grew really big. So sometimes, it's just like how they say, you close one door and another one opens.
So COVID
you just
actually
have
was a big blessing for you, actually, then.
For the garden business, it was excellent because everyone was at home gardening.
Superb.
And everyone wanted the whole house to look pretty with all the plants, and
they finally realized they have dead plants around.
Yeah. That also kind of put the seed of thought into Santosh and me into start working on a learning and development program, which of course we'll roll out in the coming year. So something that we're looking at in the coming years, where every person that visits us now, we have a lot of children between the ages of 4 to 16 who visit us just to see the plants and the flowers. But now each time they visit, we want to make a difference by teaching them a little bit more.
Definitely.
Just exchanging knowledge, not making it like a boring field visit, but get something exciting for them to learn. So this is something that's new, so that's something you want to know. What are we doing towards getting it better, reaching out to people other than, the farmers, just to the general public. I think because knowledge is something which makes everything, the people, it piques their interest.
Definitely. And having a green thumb is a great life skill itself. Like, knowing how to, work with plants and grow something. It's so satisfying when you actually see that little seed become a huge little plant, and you're just so happy with that. I remember
go ahead.
So I remember I had like a small lily plant that I just kept watering, and it was empty, it was barren. But then it just grew, and I was so happy. I thought I was like, on Savant. I was like, oh my God, I made this grow out of nothing. I'm, so talented. And then my mom's like, no, I put the seeds there, don't worry. But yeah, it's incredible, the work that you've been doing, as well as you and Santosh with Indo-American. And I can't wait for the entire learning process. I can't wait to learn from you guys as well. And being a made in India, brand and business, any word out there to the upcoming future generations making their mark in the entire industry and, looking forward to paving the next maybe 50 years with their milestones?
No, I think the sky is the limit as far as India is concerned, because we're a huge population, and we're a vegetarian population. So, and then, and all of us are working towards getting pesticide free,
Yeah.
organic and fresh, like literally farm to table. So there's nothing as nice as from your backyard or from your little balcony garden into the kitchen. Whatever it is, a little tomatoes, a few chilies, but it's still from your garden.
Yes.
And it's nice. I think when I look at all, there are so many new people now who do different businesses of landscaping, interior scaping, home gardens, fresh veggies, do a drop off with veggies. They may not be large, huge conglomerates, but they've still started in a smaller way. And it's really beautiful, where they have a Thursday, Tuesday pickup or a drop off. And it's brilliant the way this is all started. A lot of them are just homegrown businesses, but people that have left professional jobs just to get into the joy of growing. And I think finally that's what it is, just the happiness of growing, just like how you saw that little plant sprout, and
yes,
definitely. So that's the whole excitement about growing something, right?
Lovely. Yes, completely agree.
And making like that, making a difference, that's the whole thing. Yeah.
Well, I think thank you once again, Rashmi. And to you also ship pan across the entire world, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, we ship across India, and we do export also, with, of course, the proper documentation and etc.
Lovely. So, and to reach you guys, the website is indamseeds.in or .com. I'm guessing in.
.com.
Indamseeds, yes. indamseeds.com.
Yeah, and also our Instagram handle is Indo-American Hybrid Seeds.
Perfect. Indo-American Hybrid Seeds on Instagram, and of course their website is indamseeds.com. Check them out and order some seeds, get some tomatoes, because I think we all need it right now. It's like red gold is what everyone's looking at, right? Farmers are getting like 40 lakhs from their farms because of selling tomatoes. So it's very, very interesting. I just may, exit this and go into that business myself.
Please do. We want more people in the vegetable.
I'll definitely, I'll take seeds from you. Rashmi Atawar, who is the MD and director of
Joint Managing Director
of Indo-American Hybrid Seeds. This is part of our Made in India campaign, where we're talking to the homegrown businesses that have been around for a long time and are making an impact in today's world and have made India the India it is today. Rashmi, thank you so much for your time, and thank you once again for helping us with the seeds that we all basically live on right now.
Thank you so much, Lee, for having me over. Definitely. And happy to be Indian, happy to have an Indian grown business.
Yes, lovely.
All right, bye. Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you so much.